Alright everyone, listen up. There's a film shoot taking place by Lake Marion, and the management has hired us for the food arrangements for the entire shooting unit while they work there. They've requested that we make sure the word doesn't get out, so you all will simply go drop it off and return without any trouble. Jack and Emma, you're responsible for getting the deliveries to the camera crew. And Lindsay, you'll be taking the special orders for the actors and actresses on set. Got it, boss. Wow, does this mean I get to meet Audrey Monroe? Lucky you, get me an autograph, okay? Lindsay Taylor worked as a delivery girl at a pizzeria and restaurant in the small town of Audrey, South Carolina. Not a lot of people lived in this town, but it was a beautiful, picturesque place, perfect for shooting a movie. Lindsay was more than excited driving to the location. When she got there, she was escorted to Audrey Monroe's luxury RV. Taking in a deep breath and fixing up her hair and clothes, Lindsay knocked on the door. Come in. Lindsay opened the door and stepped inside to a luxurious makeup room. Seeing this up front for the first time felt out of this world. And sitting by the dressing table was Audrey, getting ready with her makeup artist. I'm from Tony's Pizzeria for your delivery, Lindsay said, trying to keep her composure. Oh, put it right there, Audrey casually said. Lindsay carefully put down the containers and stood up smiling. It's always been a dream of mine to get to meet you. I'm a great fan of your movies. Thank you. I never thought I would actually get to speak to you like this. I find your work very inspiring. I'm actually into theater acting myself. Your work has always been a motivation for me. Would you mind if I ask you for an autograph? Yeah, no problem. So you're into acting? Yes, I've been part of my college theater for about a year now. That's great. Why don't you act out some lines for me? Really? Sure. Lindsay nervously placed her keys on the table and took in a deep breath, trying to calm down. And with a smile, she got into character and began to play out lines from a recent play she had been in. Come, gentle rain. Come, loving black-brown night. Give me my Romeo, and when I shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night. But as Lindsay looked at Audrey, waiting for her reaction, Audrey and her makeup artist burst out laughing. Great acting, Audrey said, clapping her hands in sarcasm. How tragic tragedy is when it makes you laugh instead of cry. Lindsay suddenly froze up, seeing them mocking and jesting at her. Embarrassed and humiliated, without another word, Lindsay turned to hurry out of the RV, almost stumbling into a man by the door. It was Audrey's boyfriend, Richard. Michaela, leave us alone, Audrey said to her makeup artist as Richard stepped inside. Michaela too hurried out to join the others on set. As she got off the RV, she spotted Lindsay standing far off and chuckled. Fans. Lindsay had run out, rushing to her motorbike. She just wanted to get out of here. But it was actually when she reached her bike that she realized she had left the keys back in the RV. Great, now she had to go back there in this humiliation to get it. What choice did she have? So Lindsay despairingly walked back to the RV when she started to hear Audrey's voice arguing with someone. Audrey, this movie has been a dream project of mine. and there's a role that will suit you perfectly. Richard, I can't do this movie. Your last movie was a super flop. I'm not going to ruin my career taking this chance. Look, the last movie wasn't meant to be a hit. It was an art film addressing a social issue. But this is a commercial film, and it has a good message compared to the nonsense you're doing right now. Nonsense? Really? The fact of the matter is that my movie is going to be a hit no matter what. Harvey Eastwood is directing it. He knows what he's doing. As Audrey and Richard spoke, they suddenly heard a knock on the door. Who is it? Lindsay opened the door, quietly standing there. You're here again? What do you want? I forgot my keys here. Lindsay pointed at the table. Take it and leave, Audrey said with a scowl. Lindsay took her keys and rushed out again. She never thought the person she idolized could be so rude and mean in real life. After Lindsay left, Audrey sat down, letting out a deep breath. I'm sorry, Richard. I can't do this. What do you mean you're sorry? You're putting me down? Don't forget who gave you your first success. If I had no talent, you wouldn't be the big star you've become today. Really? So it was all because of you? If you're so talented, why don't you take that theater actress delivery girl and make her a star? You already saw her audition, didn't you? Richard, admit it or not, I'm here today because of my talent, not because of anything or anyone else. Shocked and hurt, Richard stared at Audrey. She wasn't like this when they first met, but this fame had changed her. Do you not want to do this because you're doubting my talent? Or because there's something going on between you and Harvey Eastwood? How can you even think of that? If you can't trust me, this relationship isn't going to work. The issue was never about trust, Audrey. I did trust you, but I'm not stupid. And even if our relationship does break apart, we could have been professional friends. But now you closed that door too. Please, Richard, I don't have time for this drama in my life. If you want to end this, then fine. It's over. With that, Audrey turned to the mirror and started fixing her hair, as if she didn't care. After breaking up with Richard, the days were going by well for her. Audrey didn't feel like there was someone always on her back pulling her down. She started focusing on her movie and soon forgot about him as well. Until a few weeks later, while Audrey was waiting for her shoot, that she caught sight of a headline on a Because It's Interesting magazine. Richard Collins is launching a new actress to the industry in his dream project. Don't miss out on the movie, in theaters this December. Unable to hold back her curiosity, Audrey picked up the magazine to take a look at this new girl. But the moment she flipped to the page, she was shocked seeing someone she recognized. Great acting. It was that same delivery girl, Lindsay Taylor. How could Richard launch her? She was pathetic. He was probably only doing this to get back at Audrey. But Audrey wasn't going to let that happen. She would teach Richard the lesson of his lifetime, and this girl would be her tool. But what was she going to do? After giving it much thought, Audrey came up with the perfect plan. She went to Harvey Eastwood and asked him to invite Lindsay for a special appearance in the movie. And since she was making headlines right now, it would work as a publicity stunt for them. That's not a bad idea. Let me see what I can do. So Harvey Eastwood called up Lindsay, and as desperate as amateurs are, of course she said yes. And the following week, Audrey and Lindsay were face to face on the sets. Take 2. Lights, camera, action. Say what you want to say. Sarah, you know Ethan proposed to me. I can show you my ring. All I want is for you to move away from our lives. As long as you keep contact with him, you won't be able to move on. Why are you telling me all of this? Why don't you go tell your fiancé? Why don't you try to understand we're getting married? Sarah smirked. Even if he marries you, he will always have feelings for me. He will always be thinking about me because he loves me, and he'll never feel about you the way he feels about me. No, he will be mine. Superb acting, Audrey. Looks like this movie is going to be a hit. Of course it is. It's your movie. Audrey was more than happy when her movie rated among the top 10 in the box office. A week into running in theaters, she was getting calls from various people congratulating her on the success. The movie is a hit, Audrey. It's breaking all records. Everyone is applauding Lindsay for the special appearance. Critics are saying if she wasn't in the movie, it wouldn't have done this well. Audrey put down the phone with a frown. Her movie was running well because of Lindsay's appearance? These critics must have been paid for. Sellouts. Audrey had assumed this girl wouldn't last a second in front of her, but it seemed things didn't work out as planned. In just days following the release of her movie, Richard's movie too came out and was doing great. Lindsay was being called to various TV shows and programs for interviews. Have all the fun you want. This is only your 15 minutes of fame. Audrey was desperately waiting for the night of the BII award ceremony. She would walk up on stage and claim her award for the Best Actress of the Year, giving thanks to everyone but Richard. The Best Critic Award and the Best Actress Award goes to Lindsay Taylor for her record-breaking debut. By the way, the rent is due today. It's in my bag. Daniel opened Lena's purse, pulling out a huge wad of bills. Sweetheart, singles? Lena awkwardly looked at Daniel. The ATM was out of bigger notes. Or more like when Lena had gone out for work, that she had cornered a rich dude in Fashion District. Your money or your life. Take it, man, take it. It was a pretty easy catch, but then Lena realized this guy's wallet was full of singles. Singles that he cashed out to use to throw around at those kind of clubs. Audrey stood up in rage in the middle of the show. How could she get the award? She was boiling in rage as Lindsay got on stage and took the mic. I never thought I would see a day like this. This feels so unreal, like it's still a dream. I've always been a fan of Shakespeare, and with his lines did this dream of acting begin. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man, in his time, plays many parts. Though it's true that the world is a stage for every actor or actress, not all talented people get that platform to show their talent. Today, I am where I am because of Richard. He recognized the talent in me and gave me the opportunity to perform, and brought me in front of all of you, and for that I'll be ever grateful to him. After the award ceremony, everyone was invited to the grand after-party, in which Lindsay and Richard came together, arm in arm. And now, seeing them, Audrey not only felt rage, but jealousy. Lindsay had taken from her what she once had, but this was only the beginning for Lindsay. In the coming days, she received many offers to star in the biggest movies. However, things didn't work out for the better for Audrey. When her next film turned out to be a flop, producers and directors didn't want to take her in their movies anymore, and she started to struggle to get roles. Who's next? Send her in. Audrey Monroe, here for an audition. Have you seen the latest award ceremony where Lindsay Taylor reenacts lines from Shakespeare? Why don't you act out those lines? The person she once mocked for being just a pizza delivery girl, whose acting she ridiculed, now Audrey Monroe has to act like her to save her career. Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.